Now the first insert, first little booklet is finished and finished decorating, and this is how it looks like, and this is just a little, how you call it, just using the blue and the spring tint. And so this is a little swing tag that you can move below, and this opens up and you can write something down and you put a nice photo in if you like. Then the swing tag moves along up, so this stay closed. Then here is room for photo, and I leave a little space for leaving some tags so you can write about this photo if you like. And on this side I made a waterfall with this closure, and so this flips open, and on each below side I put design paper, and on each upper side I put the photo mats on. So this goes like this, and so there are lots of room for photos or just writable places. And then this, I did not make this too tight, because if you put some photos on, of course this will be bulkier. So just make it loose, but still you have a closure for your waterfall. And on the back I always like to write when I put some photos in, and so I made a little booklet. And you have 10 pages to write on what's about these photos, and these I just not glue it all in, so you can put some tag in it if you like. So let's put one in. So that's it. This is the first booklet, and so let's make another one together. Hope you like it, and so let's make the other one. Pretty much the same. Okay, the first thing I did was covering the outside. So choose your papers, what you are going to use on the outside, and then I choose what paper I am going to use on the inside. Now I choose these two, but I don't glue it down just yet because I am going to work on this first. So I put this aside just a moment. There. And first I am going to do the easy one with just a plain photo mat and a little door. And this door I like to go like this. So let's see, let's grab some paper. What's big enough for making these cards. Now I like to use these corner punch, then I smooch the edges. Then I glue it down. And did it matter what side? Yeah, I believe it goes like this. So I have to make the corner punches ready to go. So now I cut it on the right size. Let's see, I don't have to cut it all the way. So I first make my score line, then I fold it, and then I cut it. Yeah. Just a little tiny, itchy, tiny. Yeah, that's better. So, always save your scraps for later projects. So, now we can glue the other part of the design paper. And this is going to be that way. And I glue it on this inside, so you always can write on or put a nice picture on it. And then I glue the whole thing down, just using some tape or wet glue, whatever you like to use. I like the use of both. I really hate the words that end with the T and the H. Who doesn't? Let's see. I want it to be just a little on this, otherwise I have to go over this nice flowers. So this comes there, and this one I move just a little to the left, and I think I left the upper side open for leaving some nice tags in, if you like. I always like to leave some tuck spots. And this I just move it just a little to the right. And now we are going to make a swing tag. And I'm going to use this one. So I cut it out. This nice ticket. Then I smooth it. Grab a piece of cardstock. Oh, my chair is really cranky. I hope you don't have that very annoying noise. Now let's cut it out with my cardstock. Yeah, just grab a bread and then look where you are going to put your swing tag on. So I normally put a little hole in, and then I decide how far it must go, because if it opens, then you don't want to go on the object where your swing tag is coming over. So you must always check if you're using swing tags. Okay, now it's far enough from the object so you can slide it over it. So that's done. That's the first page. So let's glue it in our booklet. I just call it a booklet. It's a large booklet. Very large booklet. I think this project will really work out. Like I said, if you have a small amount of family pictures or small amount of holiday pictures, then this is perfect and quick be made. It is really quick to do. You really have it in let's say 2 days? Yeah, it must be. Let's say it's a very rainy day on a weekend, then you really can make it in a weekend. You can. It's not that much time to use. So where is it? Here it is, and I like to glue it on the left side, so the waterfall is on the left, on the right. So let's glue this one in. Okay. Now for let's see, for my leftovers I can make a few tags. So let's see. Let's do that real quick together. And if you don't have these I just show you in a minute. Just give me a minute. Okay, I really like this thing. It's from Stampin' Up, and it's a tag maker, and I use it a lot for several occasions, and it was really, for me it was very expensive, but I really use it a lot, so then it's okay, I guess. Then I glue these together. And then you have two nice tags and really quick made. But you can use every die or just cut a tag in every shape you like. But I really like this one. Easy be making and nice to put in a tuck spot like this one. I like it. Yes, so let's go to the waterfall. So let's cut our 6 waterfalls. I believe it was 6. Just checking. Just checking. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah. Yeah. Yep. double check, of course. So we are going to make cutting 6, and because I'm using these cards, then I decide that I am going to cut 6 of that one that are in that position. Let's see, I believe it was 6 point, yeah, 6 1/8. Just make any size you prefer to make. These cards are, I guess, just a tiny smaller than a 10 by 15 centimeters for most of the pictures. So the next thing I always like to do is make 2 hinges, and then I cut it at 4 3/8. 1, 2, 3, yes, 4 3/8. One more time, 4 3/8. So I need to do this 2 more times. So I have 6 Waterfall pages. One fold line, 2 fold lines. Oh. 4 3/8. 4 3/8. Okay, just one more. 6 1/8. Make a fold line and another fold line. And cut it at 4 3/8. 4 3/8. That's that. Now the next thing I like to do is grab another piece of paper and make a fold line. Then let's see, this is 6 1/8. Yeah. So let's see, what is the easiest way? I think, let me think, what did I did the first time? Yeah, I always make sure that it's perfect. And like you know, my measurements are not always perfect, so I have my own methods to do something. So I grab my first waterfall and I glue it on top. So I made just one, I made one hinge, then I glue the first waterfall on top, nice and correctly. So now I know exactly where the end must go, so I line it up just to a crease, and I made another fold line, and then I cut it at a 1/2 inch shorter. Okay, so now we have our big pocket. So just don't cut this just yet. Now I like to put some tape on my waterfall pages. Just one more. Okay, that's done. Now grab my big pocket and let's glue them on. So I remove my tape and I don't cut the hinge a little off. Finally, I did not forget because I'm so used to cut it. And now you line it up at the bottom of your first hinge and glue the second waterfall page just below it. So when this is down, you have 1 page, 2 page. So this is the same size as your hinge is, because you just glue it under the first hinge. So let's do it again. Grab our I meant our third waterfall page and just glue it under the last hinge. Line it up with your paper. Let's do it again. The fourth waterfall page. Again, line it up with your last hinge, line it up with your background paper and make sure it's good. The fifth one, line it up. And the last waterfall page. So now we are all having our waterfall pages in, and what I now do is now I cut my big pocket at the right size. And for me the right size is because I want to use the last page also as a photo mat, so I cut it at the same size as all these hinges, so it's a 1/2 inch. So I line it up with my 1/2 inch and then I cut it all off. Then I save, of course, the rest of it. So now we are having made a waterfall with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and even 7 page photo mat place. So that was easy. So let's first put my tape on, and then I do cut these a little off. Yeah. Then I am going to make sure of the closure, and I was using a ribbon closure. So let's grab my ribbon. And of course you can use any ribbon you have in your stash. I like to use the same one as the outside. Like that. So now I am going to make the closure. So let's see. I think I'm going to use again the butterfly. I really liked it. So I cut it out, and now I am smooching it with this twice inked. And I really like to give it a little brown at the middle. Yeah. Then I grab a piece of paper. Some leftover, of course. Oh, and don't forget, first using your magnets. And still I am going to use the small ones. So I'm using two. Two small ones. Yeah. Just put some extra on, I think, yeah. Okay, now the magnets are tightly, correctly staying put, I hope, yeah. Then I glue it on some black cardstock. And then I cut just a little off the edge so you can see a little black coming underneath the picture. I always like little black rounds, edges I mean. There you go. Yes. Now I am going to see where I like my closure. Peel it off, use some extra glue. Now line it up, and I like it just a little above the first page. and I attach this one. Yes. Now I can cut the ribbon off. Okay, that's that. And for the other one I am using a big flower that matches the ribbon. I just need one. Yeah, but you can use everything you like, of course. So this I cut just quickly a little closer. Now the first magnets, these are so tiny but nice to use. Really, they are very nice and strong to use. I got them from AliExpress and they are really cheap. So it's not a big deal if I am using more than one. Oh, it's going to be upside down. Okay, let's peel it off. That's one. And that's two. Okay, now move your ribbon and not making it too tight, because you are going to put some design paper on and some pictures in, so just let it loose. Push and use some tape. It's the end of the tape. Don't want to be too long. So I put this over it. Peel it off if you can. Yeah. Use some extra glue. And then, let's see, I think a little higher. Yeah, I like, and now we can cut this also a little shorter. Here we go. Yeah, easy peasy. So now we can decorate the whole thing, and then or we just glue it down. Yeah, let's do that. Let's first glue it in here, and then I go cut my design papers and I glue it together with you. I think I am going to use a little tape underneath, like so. It's a large pocket. Okay. Oh, so I just line it up in the middle where I want it to be. And then I give it a real push, and that's it. That's it. So I get back to you in just a minute for putting the design paper on. Yep. So I cut all my papers. so I can glue them all in. On top I choose this piece of paper, so let's glue all my design papers in. First I am going to use the blue one. Then a darker one, this aubergine color. Then again a lighter one, this peach color. Then again the blue one. Then again the darker one, the aubergine color. And for the last one, the peach again. So here you can leave 6 photos on. Now I attach my cards, my photo mats, but you can also write on these one. But if you like, of course, you can put photos on it. So, and I prefer beginning at the top, so I can see more easy where I want it to go. Because black on black you can't see properly, of course, and now I can. So I can line it up with the first one. I think this is the last one. Yeah, so that's that. Now we can make our journal booklet.